Welcome everybody here to a match of Jack of All Trivia. I am your host Devontae King. We have an exciting match in the inner geekdom or the geek division. Today we have JD Domash at 0-3 going up against Richard Schwartz at 1-3, and this will be an exciting match for everyone. Two good competitors looking to improve their record on today, so we can get started with the interviews. First at 0-3, JD Domash. JD, how you doing today?
I'm just here for my annual appearance.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah. Hopefully we can fix that this year. I'm trying to get more matches and more consistency.
It's also my fault too. It's just not gone my way.
Yeah, it happens. How you how you how you doing? What have you kind of done to get ready for this match, or kind of just let it get, or I guess you'd say as have fun and let it see what you know.
I'm definitely more in the fun it and see what you know camp. That may bite me today, but that's kind of how I'm putting it.
For sure, for sure. Going up against Richard. Do you have anything about to say about that,
Anything to say?
or did you know? Have you played? I don't know. Have you played Richard before in anything?
No, no.
No.
This would be my first time. Um, uh, I don't know. Hopefully he's not a heel, but if he is, he'll probably say something about how I was abnormally late because I forgot the match was happening today. So there you go.
That happens a lot more than what you think it does, but there's no worries. But I guess if there's nothing else, we can bring in your opponent, and I wish you the best of luck today.
Yep.
All right, and his opponent at 1-2, Richard Schwartz.
Hello.
Hey, Richard, how you doing today?
Good. Right now I am having some massive brain farts and blinking, so this is going to be a low-scoring game because I can't even I can't even remember basic actors' names right now, and I'm going crazy. Ugh. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun match. It doesn't matter because I'm Mr. Carefree. No matter what, when you're facing against me, it's always carefree. That's the way it got to be. Let's do this thing.
For sure, for sure. I was gonna ask how you what you need to get ready, but if you're having brain farts, I guess that doesn't really.
Yeah, I'm having some massive brain farts right now, so it's gonna be interesting. Well, let's see. Hopefully, I'll remember them in time. We'll see. I watched a few movies, but yeah, I work graveyard, so it's always tough.
For sure. So I guess I could ask you the same thing. What do you think about your opponent, or anything to say about your opponent, JD? Or
Good luck. This will be fun. May the best person get more points than the other. Yeah.
for sure. I guess I'll wish you best of luck too, and we can get this match started. All right. Round one works like this. I will read 10 questions from various geek categories. Please write down your answer and say it aloud when called upon. If you happen to get all 10 correct, you will get a bonus question read to you. You get 4 repeats and 1 challenge. You guys have any questions about round one?
Nope.
No? I guess we can get this match started. Question 1 is in Middle Earth. Middle Earth.
Yay.
Name one. Okay.
Yeah, please. That I wish.
In The Return of the King, who does Aragorn tell that the beacons of Minas Tirith are lit?
Who does Aragorn tell me?
Gonna drink some coffee. How's everyone's day going?
5. Pretty good. 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Richard
I think it's Theoden.
and JD.
Yep, that's right. I went with Legolas.
Theoden is correct. Taking the early 1-0 lead. Your second question is in animated films. Animated films. In The Incredibles 2, What
Oh.
does Mr. Incredible use to bribe Jack to come back from the other dimension he teleports to?
Do you need a specific name, or do you just need the
He bribes him with something. What is he
yeah,
bribing?
okay. I was just wondering how
No,
specific
I mean,
you
a
were.
general answer will
Yeah, okay.
suffice here.
Well, this might be tied. Saw that movie once.
I don't know how more I can without giving away an answer. Give you guys count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with JD
Cookies.
and Richard.
I said cookie.
Cookies is correct.
That was just a guess, though.
It's a specific type of cookie. That's why I was asking. I was like,
I don't think that would be for round one.
Yeah.
We didn't have to be.
Yeah, no, it's just
that's why I was. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was trying not to. I was just general.
No.
How many calories were in that
I
cookie?
wanted clarification.
Question 3 is in DC movies. In Jonah Hex, how did Turnbull have Jonah Hex's family killed? So how does Turnbull kill Jonah Hex's family?
God, here's a movie I haven't thought about in years.
Same.
Yeah.
That's what happens when Megan Fox gets to be in a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't really. Has she been in anything as of late? Yeah, I just haven't really.
I think the last thing I remember her was in that Jennifer's Body, but I think she's been more than something recently.
2. Yeah, that's the last one I do. 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Richard
I said hang them.
and JD.
It was that one. You went with one of the two I was going to go with. I went with Gunned Down.
Both are incorrect. He burns them alive.
Oh, okay.
He burns them in the house.
I thought about that too.
I could see that. No, I could see that also. I was just like, there's like 3 different options in my head, but it's just so like it's been so long. Like it's like it could be like anyone.
I was just thinking what people did in the Western time.
Exactly. I'm like, Gunned Down, Burned Alive. Which one do I go with? I'm going with Gunned Down because I remember at one point he held Megan Fox at gunpoint, which is more than anyone probably remembers about that movie.
Question number 4 is in Hasbro movies. Hasbro. In G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra, when Cobra launches the Nano Knight warheads, what city is the U.S. warhead heading to?
Wait, say that again?
In G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra, when Cobra launches the Nano Knight warheads, what city is the USA warhead heading to?
What U.S. city?
What U.S. city is the warhead
okay.
heading to for the U.S. one?
Pick,
2. Because I was thinking of the one in Paris, because that was like the first one they did.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's the one I remember.
You guys, a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with JD.
I went with one of 2. Washington, D.C.
And Richard.
I also said Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. is correct.
I had
It's either that or New York.
I had to really think about that one because I'm like, I remember they're trying to hit the governments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that one, Russia.
What
and,
major government city? 2 in my head: Washington D.C. or New York. I go with D.C.
Question 5 is in Star Wars. In The Empire Strikes Back, after Han is frozen in carbonite, where does Vader want Lando to take Princess Leia and Chewie to?
Oh shit, that's a good question.
guys a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Richard
I said the new Death Star.
and JD.
I went with Coruscant.
Both are incorrect. He wants to take back to his ship. To his ship.
Oh,
Oh, you said like what place? Like, okay.
well, that's a place. So even
Yeah,
though
ship is
That is
ship is a
technically a
place.
place.
Yeah.
I should have said shit, but
He literally, yeah, he's like, oh,
No, but that's what
back to my
confused me. I'm
ship.
like,
And Lando's like, oh, that's not part of our agreement.
yeah.
All right. Question number 6 is in Star Trek. Star Trek. Which film starts with Sulu doing a captain's log on board the USS Excelsior?
Will subtitles just do?
Yeah, subtitles is fine. Yeah, whenever I say like Star Trek or Star Wars or DC and name a, because DC doesn't really have them like that, but be Wizarding World and it's that category, you just give the film or the subtitle. You guys count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Penzels or JD
Rafficon.
Ah, shit.
and Richard.
I said Search for Spock. That was Marathon. I double guessed myself.
Both are incorrect. It is the undiscovered country.
Damn it!
Wait, what? Okay. Yeah. No. I guess nope. I had it.
The
wrong.
only thing I didn't say reason I said Wrath of Khan is because I remember they started off doing the Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah, that's why I went with Rafficon. But no, you're right. It's probably undiscovered country.
So that's one where he's the captain and Star now, and
he's not technically. Now that I think about it, he's not technically the captain of Rafficon.
Hmm.
Okay.
Your 7th question is in the DCEU. DCEU. In the Suicide Squad, which of the Bose family member? Let me start over. In the Suicide Squad, which of the Bose's family members does Waller threaten to put in jail if he does not join Task Force X?
You just want the relationship, right?
Yeah, just the relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
The relationship's fine. I really wish they would have named this something other than just putting like the in front of it. Like I feel like that's such a late, like put a 2 or like name it something else, but just putting the in front of it is obnoxious.
They also wanted to be like they wanted it to be completely unrelated to the first Suicide Squad and like its own like a semi reboot. So that's why they did the. But
that's tough. That's really tough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Richard.
This role is supposed to be Deadshot, so it's gonna be daughter.
And JD.
Daughter.
Both are correct. Yeah.
The prequel will be called A Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Probably. Your 8th question.
Huh?
In the Goblet of Fire. Huh?
You froze.
Oh, sorry. It's in the Wizarding World. Wizarding World.
Boo.
In the Goblet of Fire, for the second challenge, how long do the competitors have to look for the people trapped in the Black Lake?
Oh, this is wrong. It's my favorite book. I like the movie, but wrong question. Time.
Give you a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with JD.
I went with 5 minutes.
And Richard.
I said 6 hours.
Both incorrect. It's an hour. Only an hour.
I went high. I went low. You went high.
I thought they had longer than an hour, just because I knew that's how long the Gillyweed last was about an hour.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why it was.
I think I want to say they had. I want to say they had more time, but I'm not going to challenge it. There's no point.
Maybe in the book, but in the movie it was an hour. It was
okay.
Yeah, it's surprising how many things like the wikis, like they go by the books, they don't go by the movies.
Yeah.
So how many times I've gone into like the fandoms and like they'll say it's this thing, but you watch the movie, it's not that thing.
Yeah.
It pisses me.
They changed.
It's so frustrating to study for.
Question 9 is in quotes. Quotes. In which animated film will you hear the quote, "You won't. You won't. It's a leap of faith."
Why did you have to make such a long title?
You guys count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Penzel will start with Richard. Yeah.
Looking forward to the next one. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
And JD.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Both are correct. And we've gone to the final question, round 1, which is in Marvel movies. In The Wolverine, what animal does Logan kill in the woods after hunters shoot it and leave it to die? It's another movie with just "the" in front of it. At least they changed a lot of the different names and names of these ones at least.
Yeah, I've only seen this a couple times. I don't remember this movie. I like the movie. I just haven't seen this movie forever. It was surprisingly good. I remember that. I enjoyed it as much more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I mean, I think the.
Well, then again, compared to was it Wolverine X-Men Origins? Anything would be better than that.
They tried to be too cute with that one, and it backfired really bad. Go with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with JD.
Went with Wolf.
And Richard.
I thought either a deer or a bear, so I went with deer.
Both incorrect. It was a bear.
Damn it!
That was the second one. I was either like wolf or bear. I'm like, oof.
So at the end of round 1, I have the score of Richard in the lead, 5-4. 5-4. So still anyone's game. Round 2 works like this. It is the wheel round. Each competitor will get a spin at said wheel. There are 5 questions from various geek categories. Each question's worth 2 points. However, you can go down to multiple choice, but the value will go down to 1, and there is stealing. Today's categories are mixed bag, Star Wars, DC, MCU, video game movies, Wizarding World, Spinner's Choice, Star Trek, Middle Earth, and Opponent's Choice. So, Richard, you are in the lead. Do you want to spin first or second?
It's too close. I'm going to go first.
First? Okay. And if you don't like your first one, you do have a respin. Unless it's Opponent's Choice. So here is your spin. It lands on Wizarding World. You want to keep Wizarding World or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Keep it? Okay. We have 5 questions in the category of the Wizarding World. And your first question in the Wizarding World. In which Wizarding World film do we see Harry use the spell Protego on a professor?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Prisoner of Azkaban, B, Goblet of Fire, C, Order of the Phoenix, or D, Half-Blood Prince?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban is incorrect. JD for the 1-point steal. In which Wizarding World film do we see Harry use the spell of Protego Professor? Is it A, Prisoner of Azkaban, B, Goblet of Fire, C, Order of Phoenix, or D, Half-Blood Prince?
Order of the Phoenix?
Order of the Phoenix is correct for 1 point. Or 1 point steal, sorry. 1 point steal. Question 2. In The Prisoner of Azkaban, which professor is seen conducting the choir?
Oh God. Oh God, what's his name? I know this. I should get 2 points for trying to think of his name. Oh. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, McGonagall, B, Sprout, C, Hagrid, or D, Flitwick?
D, Flitwick.
That is correct for 1 point.
I should have got that.
Your third question. In The Secrets of Dumbledore, how does Grindelwald kill the Chillin that he has Credence and the others capture?
Slits his throat.
That is correct for 2 points. And your fourth question in the Wizarding World. What color does Ron attempt to turn his pet rat on the train in the Sorcerer's
Yellow.
Stone? Correct for 2 more points. And your final question. Ivana Lynch plays which character in the Harry Potter franchise?
Luna Lovegood.
Is correct for 2 more points. Getting 7. You score up to 12. JD with the steal gets us up to 5. So JD, here's your spin at hang on, bring the wheel back up. Your spin at the wheel. It lands on video game movies. You want to keep video game movies or spin again?
Spin again.
All right, whatever you get here, you will have to keep. And it is the MCU.
Okay.
And 5 questions in the MCU. Your first one. In Age of Ultron, who is the only Avenger not affected by Scarlet Witch's mind control powers?
Hawkeye.
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. What is the last word in the Winter Soldier sequence?
Homecoming.
Homecoming is incorrect. Richard for the 2 point steal. What is the last word in the Winter Soldier sequence?
Oh, I don't want. Oh, let me see. Fire truck. I don't remember.
Close. It's freight car.
Yeah.
Freight car. Your third question in the MCU. In the Eternals, which Eternal comes up with the story of Icarus flying too close to the sun?
Sprite.
That's correct for 2 more points. Your fourth question in MCU. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, towards the end of the movie, what does Kraglin give to Peter, saying it's what everyone's listening to on Earth nowadays?
It's a Zune.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question. In Iron Man 2, Phil Coulson gets reassigned from his assignment with Tony to which state?
New Mexico.
Yeah, that's correct for 2 more points. You got 8. And you score up to 13. So after round 2, JD has the lead 13-12. 13-12. So round 3 works like this. Each competitor will give me three numbers 1 through 14. First number is worth 2 points. Second is worth 3 points, and your third is worth 5 points. And we will keep going until someone is mathematically eliminated. JD, since you are in the lead, can you give me numbers 1 through 14?
3, 9, and 6.
3, 9, 6. And Richard, can you give me three numbers other than 3, 9, and 6?
What was it between?
1 through 14.
Okay. 11, 5,
Okay.
and 8.
8. Okay. So, Richard, you'll be going first since you are down by 1.
Okay.
Again, each player has 4 repeats left. So you picked number 11 for your 2-pointer, which corresponds to the DCEU.
Okay.
DCEU. In what DCEU film do we find out that a main character's father is in prison in the state of Florida? So I'll read that again. In what DCEU film do we find out that the main character's father is in prison in the state of Florida?
The Justice League.
Is incorrect. We're looking for Shazam.
Oh, okay.
Billy's father's in.
Okay.
All right. So you picked number 5 for your 3-pointer, which corresponds to Star Trek. Star Trek. In Star Trek Beyond, it is revealed that which race has their hearts where humans have their livers?
Oh, Vulcan?
And that is correct for 3 points. You score up to 15. So JD, you bounce it back to you. You pick number 3 for your 2-pointer, which corresponds to Star Wars. Star Wars. And for 2 points. In which Star Wars film will you find the planet Mimbank? Count of 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
1. Repeat the question. First repeat. In which Star Wars film will you find the planet Mimbank? Can we have both hands just up a little bit?
Yep. Sorry.
No, you're good. You count of 5, 4.
One more repeat.
One more repeat. That's your second repeat. In which Star Wars film will you find the planet Mimbank?
Okay. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story?
That is incorrect. You're looking for Solo, A Star Wars Story.
Cool. I knew it was one of the spin-offs. It's figured. I narrowed it down to the spin-offs. I couldn't figure out which one between the two.
You picked number 9, which corresponds to the Wizarding World. Wizarding World.
Great.
In the Goblet of Fire, when speaking about the Yule Ball, we find out that which house has commanded the respect of the Wizarding World for 10 centuries?
Gryffindor?
That is correct for 3 points. We score up to 16 to 15. So kick it back to Richard. To your 5-pointer to put it back to JD. You have all 4 repeats. You pick number 8, which corresponds to quotes.
Okay.
And for 5 points. In which mixed bag film do you hear the quote? What do you say about our first? What did you say about our first meeting? We had all the chemistry of an FBI interrogation.
Repeat the question.
The question, that is your first repeat. In which mixed bag film do you hear the quote? What did you say about our first meeting? We had all the chemistry of an FBI interrogation.
There's only one movie I can think of, and I don't know if it's right or not. So congratulations, in case if I get this wrong. R.I.P.D.
And your winner, JD Domash. Looking for Matrix Resurrections. Matrix Resurrections.
I even know Matrix was in this.
So, great match. Back and forth both ways. JD 16-15. I guess we could start ending interviews with today's fortunate second place finisher, Richard. I mean, he had a great round one, came out with the lead 5, did really well in the Wizarding World, ended up with 7. Had a tough round 3, which is just kind of how sometimes it works. Questions. You hit your 3-pointer, but missed 2 and 5. So, how you feeling about today?
I feel good. Not as much brain fire as I thought it was going to happen. Probably should have gone second, but that's the only thing around 2. But I always get unlucky when it comes to opponent's choice. I was always afraid to hit that, and I didn't even know Matrix was in this. So, of course, that's me not knowing. Again, it was a fun match. Good job, JD. And I look forward to whenever my next match will be in the next year.
Hopefully, which I'm gonna try and get more consistent this year. So hopefully sometime soon. Speaking of your next match, which will hopefully be soon, is there anyone you would want to play?
I'll face anyone. It's all
anyone? Sure. Okay. Well, if there's nothing left to add,
yep.
I guess we can pull it over to today's winner, JD, getting your first official win here in Jack of all trivia. Did pretty decent in round 1, 4, only down 1. Did really well in MCU. I believe you got 8 points in that, and then hit your 3-pointer, and then have to answer your 5. How you feeling today?
I feel like strategically I played it correct, which in the past I feel like I've had some kind of even the homecoming thing was a strategic play. That was the only one I could remember, and I'm like, if it's not this one, I was taking it. I felt pretty confident that that one wouldn't. That's a hard question for, and I'm in the MCU league separately, and yeah, that would be hard. That would be a hard question from our league, like so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's MCU's tough. There's a lot of, like you said, there's a league now. There's a lot of questions. So. It gets used a lot, so you kind of have to dance around questions. Hopefully, not use too many of questions that have already been used. So, I mean, you did really well. 8 points in that. I guess we ask you, Austin, is there anyone you'd want to play next, or?
Yeah, I'm just right now. I'm trying to work on my record.
Yeah. All right. I mean, if there's nothing else left, I guess we could wrap this up. We could start today with today's winner. JD, is there anything you want to plug where the people can find you?
Yeah, you can find me. You can find me at JD Domash. That's my handle, my social handle. I'm I do an MCU trivia league on the Dill Pickle Network. I have a match coming up sooner rather than later. My previous match from January is up. And again, I'm going to have another one coming up pretty soon. So yeah, other than that, you can find me sometimes on Rankum. And yeah, any updates you can find on my social handle.
For sure. Check all that out. Richard's...
you can find me on Facebook under Richard Schwartz, YouTube and Twitter under External Void, and I'm just here in LA having fun.
Sure. And me, Domash King, host here at Jack of all trivia in the Geekdom division. If you want a match, come talk to me. Basically all social medias, but mostly Facebook is what I'll respond to mostly. But yeah, today's match, the final, JD with 16 and Richard with 15, and we will be signing off.